Assalamu alaikum students, welcome to class. This is a revision lecture of monthly test. In this video we will discuss some main topics of chapter number 4. So let's start our revision. First of all, let's discuss what is cell and what are cell organelles. Cell is a structural and functional unit of life. All living things are made up of cells. Just like a brick is a structural unit of a wall or a house. Similarly, a cell is the basic unit of life. Now, what are organelles? Organelles are particles. They are subcellular structures. They are small particles that make up a complete structure of cell. Cells can be of different types. They can be there are many types of cells: plant cells, animal cells, fungus cells, cells of bacteria. So in this topic, let's discuss the main terms we use about cell and cell organelles. There are some structures in cell that are not considered as an organelle, but they are important to maintain the structure of cell. There are three main structures: cell wall, cell membrane, and cytoplasm. Cell wall is the outer membrane of plants, and it is also present in prokaryotes. About prokaryotes and eukaryotes, we have already discussed. Prokaryotes are simple cells. They do not have a proper nucleus as shown in this diagram, and eukaryotes, they are complex cells. They are larger than prokaryotes. In eukaryotic cells, plant cells and animal cells are examples. They have complete nucleus and they have membrane bounded organelles. So cell wall is present in prokaryotic cell like bacteria, and in eukaryotes, among eukaryotes, plant cells contain cell wall, whereas animal cells, they do not have cell wall. And cell wall is a protective layer which is made up of, in plants it is made up of cellulose, in fungi it is made up of chitin, and in prokaryotes like in bacteria it is made up of another chemical, that is peptidoglycan. Cell membrane, in all cells cell membrane is present. Either it is a bacterium cell or plant cell, or it is an animal cell. All cells are covered with cell membranes. Cell membrane is composed of proteins and lipids. And the next component is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the liquid present inside cell membrane, and it contains all other organelles. So these are three major components that are not considered organelles, but they are important to maintain cellular structures. This is the fluid mosaic model of cell membrane. We have already discussed it. It is a double membrane lipid structure. These red molecules are lipids, and these purple molecules, they are different shapes of proteins. In this diagram you can see that multiple proteins are present here, having different shapes and their different functions. In blue color, these are molecules of carbohydrates, and this orange molecule, it is a cholesterol molecule that is present in specifically eukaryotic cell membrane. Now let's discuss one by one cell organelles. The major organelles that are present in a cell, mainly in a eukaryotic cell, these are nucleus, ribosomes, mitochondria, plastids, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, centrioles, and vacuoles. We have already studied each of these organelles in detail. In this video we will study about their brief function. This is a diagram of eukaryotic cell, plant cell. Nucleus is the control center, or it is the brain of cell. It controls all activities of brain. In this diagram you can see it is a double membrane organelle. It contains a dark structure called nucleolus, and DNA is present in form of chromatin. In animals it is present in center, and in plant cell it is pushed aside due to vacuoles. Ribosomes are smaller organelles. They are present in large number. There are multiple ribosomes present in a eukaryotic cell. They are present in eukaryotes as well as prokaryotes. That is why they are not membrane bounded. They can be free or attached, and their function is in protein synthesis. In this diagram you can see their structure. There are two units, large subunit and small subunits. They combine to make a ribosome. About mitochondria, mitochondria is the powerhouse of cell. It provides energy to cell. It is also a double membrane bounded structure. It is only present in plants and animals, absent in bacteria, and its function is cellular respiration or energy production. Here you can see the structure of mitochondria. It is double membrane. The inner membrane is have enfoldings. These foldings are called cristae, and inside cristae are liquid or fluid is present called matrix. Plastids are membrane bounded structures. They are present only in plant cells. And why is that? So plastids, the function of plastids is in photosynthesis or color production. They have different pigmentation, which attract different insects for pollination, and they help in photosynthesis. So they are present in only plant cells. There are three types of plastids: chloroplast, it helps in photosynthesis; chromoplast, it helps in pollination and dispersal of fruit as it gives bright colors to petals or fruits; and leucoplast, it helps in storage of starch, proteins and lipids. Here is the detailed structure of chloroplast. In chloroplast, it is also double membrane, and the inner membrane foldings are called grana, and grana are stacked over each other. One pile of grana, it is called granum, and single unit is called thylakoid. So inside thylakoid, in this membrane, photosynthesis process endoplasmic reticulum or ER, they are present. They are also membrane bounded. They are present in eukaryotes, that is animal and plant cell. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum: rough ER and smooth ER. They are also named as RER and SER. Here in this picture you can see, on rough ER, small ribosomes are attached to its surface, and on smooth ER, ribosomes are absent. Rough ER, they are important in protein synthesis, and smooth ER, they are important in lipid metabolism, transport of materials, and detoxification of chemical substances. Next is Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus, it is a complex of membrane bounded sacs or pouches. They are present in a particular arrangement, and they are present in plant and animal cells only, and their function is to in transport of Golgi vesicles. They are basically packaging company of cell. They pack different proteins and different materials inside cell and transport these materials in form of Golgi vesicles. Here you can see the final products of Golgi apparatus, that they are called Golgi vesicles, and this is also called Golgi complex. Lysosomes are, they perform the function of digestion in a cell. They are single membrane bounded. They are present in plants and animals. They are simple structures. Here in this diagram you can see a small lysosome. It contains strong digestive enzymes which can break down large particles into smaller particles. Here in this diagram you can see a bacterium. A bacterium, when enters a cell protects itself and try to digest that bacterium into small pieces. Here the bacterium will be trapped in a vacuole, and lysosome will merge with that vacuole, and it will break down that bacterium into small pieces, and these pieces will be excreted out of cell through exocytosis. In this diagram you can also see the process of endocytosis, taking in of bacterium, and exocytosis. Centrioles, these are very important structures. They play important role in cell division. They are present in animal cells and unicellular organisms like amoeba, but they are absent in plants and bacteria. It means they are not present in prokaryotes, and they are also absent in plants. Their function in spindle fiber formation during cell division. Spindle fibers are thread-like structures that appear during cell division, and they help in separation of chromosomes. Whereas cilia and flagella, these are hair-like structures. They are present in specific cells, and their role is in movement. So in unicellular organisms like amoeba and euglena, cilia and flagella are present, and they are formed by centrioles. Here in this diagram you can see the structure of centrioles. These are tube-like hollow cylindrical shaped structures, and they are present in triplets. Total 9 triplets are present in a cell, in an animal cell, and two centrioles are present, and they are collectively called as centrosome. The last organelle is vacuole. Vacuole is a simple organelle. It is membrane bounded, and a simple liquid is present in that is called cell sap. It is single membrane bounded, present in plants, animals, and unicellular organism also. Its function is in plants and animals. It acts as, in plants specifically, it acts as food vacuole. It store food, or it trap large particles of food into for further breakdown. In plants, the role of vacuole is in storage of water, and it provides support or proper shape to plants. And in small, or unicellular organism, there are contractile vacuoles are present, and they help in elimination of waste. So basic function of vacuole is storage of water, food, or waste material, and this storage is temporary storage. The last topic of this chapter is difference between eukaryotes and prokaryotes. As we have already studied, eukaryotes are complex and advanced organisms, and prokaryotes are simple organisms. Prokaryotes means before nucleus they do not have proper nucleus, whereas eukaryotes, they have prominent nucleus, as you can see in this diagram. Here is a eukaryotic cell, that is animal cell. It has a proper nucleus, DNA, proteins, and membrane bounded organelles are also present, whereas in prokaryotic cell, nucleus is absent. Instead of nucleus, a structure is present called nucleoid. Cell wall is present, and it is encapsulated by a capsule or cell wall, and flagellum is present. Here are some similarities and differences between prokaryote and eukaryotes. Let's first discuss about similarities. They both are different types of cells. They contain cell membrane, and they have ribosomes. Whereas in eukaryotes, nucleus and membrane bounded organelles are present, and linear DNA is present, straight DNA. But in prokaryotes, instead of nucleus, nucleoid is present, and a circular DNA, that is called plastid, it is present. We will discuss in later chapters about plastid. That's all about chapter number 4. Thank you very much.